Hello and welcome to Mindful Mondays. Have you ever struggled to believe that God would do a good thing for you, so maybe it was hard for you to pray for it? If you're saying no, that you've never struggled like that, then just let me say, based on my experience of talking with a lot of people in a lot of places over a lot of years, you are wonderfully unusual. This issue of struggling to believe while asking God for something has been and continues to be an ongoing issue for me in one area. So for me, that area is, I've had some pretty miraculous healing in my body over the years, some pretty neat stories. Still, I have a really hard time believing that God wants to heal some of my physical issues, especially the ones that I feel like I brought on myself in the first place by not being as physically fit as I might, or by not exercising enough self-discipline at the dinner table, basically. So maybe you struggle with something like that, or maybe you struggle to believe that God wants to help you in your financial life, or in healing your family relationships, or with your mental health. If so, you are not unusual as far as I can tell. Many of us struggle to believe that God wants to give us good things. So there's a story in the 9th chapter of the book of Mark that talks about a father whose son has suffered all his life with seizures and convulsions, really severe, so life-threatening, because he keeps falling into fires and falling into water, and really bad stuff keeps happening. And the father brings this son to Jesus and he says, "Have mercy on us and help us if you can." And Jesus replies, "What do you mean if I can?" And then goes on to share some more. And the father replies, "Well, I do believe, but help me overcome my unbelief." I totally understand this, Dad, don't you? I know God does good stuff and has good intentions toward us. I know God has made us some amazing promises. I know. I believe. But also, I really need help with my unbelief some of the time. And I love that this is in the Bible. It shows that from the beginning, the struggle to believe has been a real thing for praying people. So today is just your reminder about this story. May God help me in my unbelief, and may God help you in your unbelief. May our belief be made whole, and may we not be cowards in the meanwhile as we press toward that with our highly imperfect faith. That's all for this time. I will see you next week.